There are four kinds of dragons according to China, or the Oriental mythology. Uh, there's cosmic dragons, celestial dragons, earth dragons, and underworld dragons. The underworld dragons connect you with power of money. The earth dragons serve the humankind or help the humankind. However, celestial dragons are more spiritual beings, and the cosmic dragons are even higher. So, these dragons, also known sometimes as Shenlongs, there are Tianlong, Shenlong, then there is Fuzhenglang. Likewise, they've defined different categories. And I'm talking about the celestial dragons, very particularly, are said to be wish fulfillers. They have their pearl, they have their power, and they have different means through which they use their own powers. These could give them more wisdom, this could give them prophetic dreams, or they can aid someone else with that. They can aid someone else with money, karmic healing, and lot many things. I mean, you just need to imagine. And in fact, if any one of you had a chance, or anyone, if you have a family member or a child who's watching Dragon Ball, there's a dragon in there. You have to collect 5 balls and present them together, and a dragon appears, fulfilling your wishes. And when I work with dragons, I get the same kind of energy because you don't know what's going to happen. You're just thinking, you're imagining, you are throwing ideas. And a lot of times we reject our imaginations simply because it is imagination.
Yeah.
Why do we need to do that? Imagination is a power of creation. If you can imagine it, you can create it perhaps. But it is the very first seed. And that's what happens when we work with the celestial dragons is you're just putting those seeds of imagination. Like what if this happened and what if that happened? And one fine day, something just sprouts out and you're like, oh, really this happened. And even when I've been working with this for a very long time, and sometimes people ask me, you teach this and you're getting surprised. I'm like, because there's no end to it. Every time there is a new story, someone healed health within a very specific time. Someone who was burnt and wounded and no medicines were helping just started healing with only 3 days of celestial dragon's fur. Someone who had issues and problems. Now, this is not someone, some people. Now, this has become massive number who had issues with weight or weight management. Within 2 weeks, they've seen inch loss and they've aided it for others. People who were facing issues with monies, from nowhere, it just started appearing. And that's why I say that these beings are wish fulfillers. All you're doing is just seeding beautiful ideas and working with them, and they just start sprouting out wherever they can nurture, wherever there is beauty, and you are giving it all the right amount of nurturing from your end as well. And that's what is all they need. Just 2 to 5 minutes, and you're just sprouting it out. Coming back to kind of dragons, and my question to everyone was, what do you think are dragons and how do they help us? There are multiple ways and
Siddhi,
multiple dimensions. Yes.
Siddhi, I must tell you, the people here are so into this, and every single reply is different. It's like everything is a dragon. So I'll quickly just read some of the responses people have shared.
For
Madhu has
sure, would
said,
love.
thank you. Saili has said protection. SC has said purity, immense power, divine. And Saurav said they are like spirits. Nisha says, are they angels? And Madhuri says, Dragons come across as silent and fascinating unless we see injustice or someone in need of help. A fire spirit gets activated and ignited.
Correct.
Then Lotus says, all my life I have helped people, and it seems I only know how to love and help people with love. Apparently, I'm a dragon, and I see that color a lot in meditation, lilac and purple, and those are the images we shared on the group as well, Siddhi. And Pooja says they belong to a different realm than ours and are more spiritually, ev- evolved. And people have also responded to your next question, which you had asked, what does it remind to you when we talk about Naglok and those uh, beings? And I have to read this one comment, Siddhi,
Yeah.
which brings me back and which confirms that all of us who are here on this call, it's not a coincidence. Chandrima has shared that, hi, all I can say is that I wasn't supposed to attend this session as I was doing a tarot session. Fortunately, the session got over sooner than expected, and I was wrapping up. All of a sudden, two cards fell out. They popped out actually, and those were Dragon and Sun. It instantly hit me and made me reminded of Mystic Lotus web session on dragon healing. I set everything aside to log in, and here I am.
Oh, you do have a dragon calling, and it has begun pushing you. And when I often talk with Shilpa and others, like my friends, I tell them that you don't know dragons yet. The way they push, they will remind you. And in fact, I shared it with Mystic Lotus team once that I'm usually very pre-planned with the kind of workshops that are coming ahead, with the kind of stuff that I want to be doing, and I keep it the best way organized that I can because I want everyone to receive the best and I also want to enjoy in the process. So there was one fine time uh, I decided to hold my angels workshop. So before I turned into the dragon lady, I was the angels lady. And those uh, were the beings who put in the seeds, or maybe my energies went up and shot up in a way that the dragons took a liking. In this story of dragons, and how I I connected with them is with my Mystic Lotus previous call. And if you can take out time and listen to that, we'll share the link with you. It is a beautiful story. So I'm not getting into the story, but I'm only telling you all that when this really started happening, I received a guidance saying that, why don't you hold a dragon's workshop? It is time for you to hold another dragon's workshop. And I said, no, I don't have the bandwidth or the time because my angels workshop is already announced. And because I've announced, I don't want to go back to my words. I don't want to change. A lot of people are dependent on, they are waiting for this workshop to start. And they're like, no, but we want the dragon's workshop. I said, okay, then you make it happen for me. And you will be shocked and surprised the way it really happened. Now, this is about seeding and sprouting, is what I was talking about. The first day of my angels workshop, everyone started asking me that now you're working with dragons, tell us a little bit more, give us an experience. It's okay for us to, take a diversion for half an hour, 45, but we want to be knowing about dragons. I said, okay, why not? That is what I love. So I started talking about dragons. I gave them an experience, and everyone apart from only one lady in the class said that please make this workshop dragons workshop. We will learn angels later, but right now we want to be learning about dragons. And then I had to really work out on two workshops. One was my angels workshop that really got transformed into dragons workshop, and I did not have to do anything about it. They just made it happen. I just said that you guys take care of it because I am in no position to do it. And this also talks about the kind of guidance when they give you, they have the power to make it happen for you. So if they are asking you that, this is the way ahead for you. This is your life purpose. Or maybe in coming time, when you work with dragons, the wisdom is so powerful. And wisdom is one thing, second is the power. The way they approach you is either black or white. There's no gray. And they will nudge you, they'll push you beyond anything for you to go and walk that very quickly. But they do not make it uncomfortable. If they've asked you to walk a certain path, they fill you up with a lot of strength and magic and opportunities for you to be walking that path. And that is the beauty of working with dragons. And someone really asked that, are they angels? No, they are not angels. But in the angelic realm, in spiritual realm, there are many, many different spiritual and higher beings. There's angels, unicorns, there are cherubs, and there are mashups of different kind of we can say animal spirits, like head of an eagle and body of a lion, or head of a lion and body of something else, like so. And of all, the most powerful are the dragons. So, as I said, the energies start from fifth dimension and go up even beyond 7th to 9th and 14th and 22nd. There's no limit to it. So the dragons of fifth dimension are closest to us. They help us with the prominent elemental energies.